Hey everyone, it's VM Campos Magic Fan. How are you doing? Welcome to another streaming Saturday. We've got a lot of gameplay lined up. We've got some new game modes on Arena to try out, so that'll be fun. And I think we'll be able to... Hey, Mark, how are you doing? Just starting everything off. And check it out right here. Whoa, what is this? It's the official VM Campos t-shirt. It's right there. See, look at it. There's my logo. So people can get their very own VM Campos t-shirt in purple, black, white, I think. It's in a few different colors. And so I'm sporting my own merchandise right there. You also have mugs and a hoodie and mouse pad. So if people are interested in that, the link to that is merch.streamelements.com/vmcampos. I'm putting it right there in the chat right there for people that are interested. I should probably put it on the overlay over here somewhere. If people are interested in that, that's in there. So we're going to switch back over here to the game. Where's my game? There's my game. There's some new game modes at the moment that we're going to try out. There's a brand new Festival of the Gods. Every weekend there's a brand new festival and you win like cool, interesting, weird things. So we're going to try those out. I just sent the link to this in your shop to my magic people. So cool. Thank you. Amazing for that. Very cool. And if people want to come and hang out, we're going to see some fun magic play. Let me just see if all of my video stuff is proper. I see that right there. YouTube looks good. Twitch looks good. One last thing. Send a couple of messages over on Discord as well. We've been getting a lot of people coming to hang out recently. I'm kind of thinking of maybe changing the time up 1 hour earlier. Right now I'm at 11 p.m. Pacific, and I've been doing that for like a year. And I'm thinking of moving it up to 10 a.m. Pacific, or not 10 a.m., 10 p.m. So just moving it back an hour. I'll ask the people in the chat as more people hang out. I don't know, do people want it at night at 11 p.m. or less at night at 10 p.m.? We'll see. I'll be asking throughout the night. But in any event, one of the reasons to do that is, I have like, if I look at the different time zones in the U.S., right now it's 2 in the morning for East Coast time, and I know I have fans in East Coast time at 2 in the morning is a little early or a little too late. So if I move it back 1 hour, that's still 1 a.m. I don't know, maybe even go further than that. If it's like midnight for East Coast time, 8, 9, 10, that'd be 9 p.m. Pacific. I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe changing that time. We'll see how it goes when more people show up. But let me just put a little chat message there. We'll say, hey everyone, live right now. Come and hang out. Come and hang out. I have arena codes to give away. So we'll put that on one chat. Now another chat. Put that over here as well. Send. Okay, so we'll see who comes to hang out. So okay, I was reading the state of the beta, and it's getting covered up by my webcam there. So let me just move it for a moment. I'll just put the web camera there for a moment. There's a brand new mode over here. We have the challenge match, which you can set to best of 1, best of 3, a 60 card deck, a brawl deck, a 40 card deck. That's new. So your limited decks, you can battle people with those if you want, direct challenge. Then what's different? Well, okay, tournament match, that one's there before. Those are fun. Those automatically do a best of 3, coin flip and timer. But then here's a brand new thing as well. Limited tournament match. I still don't fully understand how this works, but this is now traditional limited cards. So what traditional limited cards, like, I don't know what this mode means, so maybe I Maybe if someone else is there in the chat, we can try to do this mode and see how that works. Traditional limited chat. And when I was looking at the state of the beta, let me just look it up one more time online. So we'll say Magic Arena game mode limited tournament match. Let's see if any answers pop up on this one. What is this one all about? Because when I read the state of the beta, okay, wait, here's traditional trying to find an answer. Traditional draft, traditional constructed, sealed, constructed, draft singleton, but not limited. Yeah, I'll find some answers a little later. Like, what is this brand new mode? I don't fully get it. But in any event, what I want to do is try out the Festival of the Gods. The very first one to play is Fires of Purphoros. So honor the God of the Forge in this week's Festival of the Gods event by fashioning an artisan-style standard deck consisting only of commons and uncommons. Make Purphoros proud by raining fire and fury upon the unbelievers. So Peasant is the other name for this mode in real life, but on Arena they call it Artisan. So it's any common or uncommon cards. 2,500 gold to enter, and then you get, what do you get out of this again? You get a card style for Clothis, a card style for Annex, and a card style for Purphoros. I don't play any of those cards, but this is something fun to play, so let's play this. Now, cards that are banned are persistent petitioners, so you can't have an infinite number of petitioners. You cannot have Cauldron Familiar, my favorite cat. Cavalcade of Calamity, I'm fine with that. I hate that card. And Gates Ablaze, I'm fine with that. I hate that card. So I believe I have a couple of artisan decks I can already play with. So we'll put the entry fee in play. What we could also do is I could try to do more of these Stream Elements challenges to win more game codes for people to win. And for example, there is a challenge of build a homebrew deck with your community and win 4 games within one stream of play or ranked queues. Well, that's not going to count then because this is a different kind of game mode. So okay, let's just try to play this game mode a little bit. I'm going to put in the entry fee, choose my deck. And I have I forgot about this, but apparently I have Artisan Mono White. What's this one about? I made this a while ago, I'm sure. Charm Stray, God's Willing, Healer's Hawk, La Rune Enforcer, Ajani's Pridemate, Gideon's Triumph, Prison Realm, Conclave Tribunal, Gideon's Company, and Twin Blade Paladin. It looks like some sort of like life gain sort of thing. The other artisan deck that I have is Artisan Knights. This one is Venerable Knight, Liana's Triumph, Soren's Thirst, Corpse Knight, Ardenvale Tactician, Belle of the Brawl, Murder, Bacon to a Pie, Resolute Rider, Plain, Swamps, and Tournament. I kind of feel like playing this one a little bit more, so we'll try the Artisan Knights. And we have lots of sleeves nowadays. I remember when it was only like this original sleeve, and then there was like some game code or something to get the black one. And then after I got some money, thank you Wizards of the Coast, or some gems, I bought the Kiora one, and then the Vivian, and then the Nissa, and then later, I don't remember how I got Fibblethip, but I got a Fibblethip, and I don't remember how I got the egg, so I got the egg. And then I bought the Demir one, and then I won this one. What's this one? Like Sunken Treasure, or whatever this card's called. I won this one. And then recently I bought the Cats, the OMG Kitties sleeve. I won enough matches in the World Championship games to win one of these, and then I picked one of the top competitors in the World Championship to also win this. So a lot of cool sleeves to work with. So which sleeve should I pick? I've got a bunch of them that are possibilities, but what does everyone in the chat think? What should I pick as a sleeve? We've got the World Championship Trophy. Got to vote for the cat deck. World Championship. This one obviously is very impressive. Got the cat deck. Love that one. I think it's called Sunken Treasure. Demir Locket. Golden Egg. Fibblethip. Nissa, Anime Vivian, Anime Kiora, Black, and Classic. The last one over here. So cats or trophy. Not a lot of people hanging out in the chat, so okay, let's pick one. Let's pick cats. Oops. I got the cat sleeve recently, so let's get cats. Maybe we'll change it up as I play. So let's pick the deck. We'll go with Artisan Knights and see if we can win a few of these matches. I didn't see how many wins we needed, but okay, we need a few wins for the glory, the honor, and the card styles of cards I don't care about actually, but we'll see how it goes. So Battling Turkey 2211. We have the Jaya Ballard Avatar, and I'm using the usual Nissa. Nothing great here. I don't really have any early plays. Well, I have a Triumph in case they do a good creature, so this will be okay. I got removal. Oops, they're going with red. Don't tell me I'm just gonna go with a million of these mono red decks. Wow, this is so tiresome. Mono red opponents. Okay, well, at the very least, next turn, I'm going to be able to do Liliana's Triumph, but they're going to have two. It's a Vivian, not Nissa. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's try to rein this in a little bit. I'm going to go with their 1-1. They have a 2-1. If they're playing Goblins, okay, I'll give them props. But if they're just playing like a mono-red burn deck, okay, if they're playing Goblins, that's cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to get my act together soon. Next turn, I suppose, Corpse Knight. Then after that, bake into a pie. And Ardenvale Tactician. Well, actually, Ardenvale. I'm going to do Ardenvale Tactician just to hold them off for a little bit, because they'll be able to tap two of their attackers. Let's see what we get. Cavalcade of Calamity is banned in this format, so I'm not worried about that. And let's tap a couple of those Goblos. Hold them back a little bit. They have enough mana to tap and sack their Ember Hauler to do 2 damage. Guess what I'll do is I'll bake into a pie their Locksmith. Light up the stage. I was about to say, don't they have any light up the stages? That's a lot of mana. Okay, I like that. I guess I'll try to take out that Hauler when they have no mana left. Because they'll just sack their Hauler and then my spell will fizzle. So how's everyone in the chat doing? We're doing the Artisan Purphoros challenge. Battling mono red goblins. Ooh, Goblin Ringleader. Reveal the top 4 cards. Put a goblin revealed into your hand. Let's read that again. Into the hand. Yep, so mono red goblins, I can respect that. Getting down to 11 with a mono red deck. That's not good. If I spend the mana to bake into a pie, I get a pie that'll retrieve my life. but that'll still take up a whole turn. But that food will come in handy. Okay, so they have 5 whole mana, lots of cards in hand, 6 whole mana. Worst case scenario, they hit me for 3 with that hauler, and then they sacrifice the hauler to do 2 more damage. I guess here, guess I'll bring out my tactician. That'll be a good blocker, and then I'll eat some food. Ooh, I can murder too. Sacrifice it to destroy a thing. Okay, let's bring out a blocker. Eat that food. I'm getting pretty low. Now they could use the Crater Maker to sack their Torch Courier. It'd be too much effort to take out my 2/3. Another Crater Maker, okay. Because they could sacrifice the Courier, or no, they're just going to kill it directly. There we go, of course. Never underestimate a mono red deck. Now the worst thing is a slow red deck. How do we feel about mono red deck? Now this is game over for me. I don't think I'm going to be able to come back from this. Let's give it a try. It's, you know, it's going to be game over for me. I know that they're going to have a final shock or whatever, because this is 5 damage. Yeah, this is game over. This is 5 damage, and then they're going to Ember Hall me here. So let's move on to the next one. My deck just never came together. I don't know. I just didn't get any good responses here. I had plenty of direct damage that I could have done to these goblins. Soren's Thirst. I wasn't getting. I have a whole playset of them, but that would have saved me just to get more life. Let's see how this event is all about. Just like mono red, or like real decks. I happen to get here no colors of my color. Guess that's adequate. So now we're battling Ultra Vegas. I'm gonna keep this. Okay, they're doing Simic, Season of Growth. Okay, they're setting themselves up for a lot of scrying. That's a good tactic. They're going to drop a creature. They're going to scry. Oh, they're going to double scry. Okay, that's good. Very good. So they're going to double scry when they drop their creatures. And I'm going to drop 3 Corpse Knights. Thank you, algorithm. Sometimes it is hilarious and sometimes it's not. Okay, they're going to sleep me. Fine. It doesn't untap, but it still does its thing. Bell of the Brawl. She'll come in soon enough. They have something. They have a nice. Okay, they niced me because I've got a bunch of Corpse Knights. They're going to flash something in here. Okay, they got a big old 4/4, and they get to scry twice. Okay, that's a 4/4. I have a murder, so let's take care of that. Cool art on that. Gnarled Rhino. Whenever you cast a spell that targets the Rhino, oops, we obviously have to get rid of that because they're probably building some kind of Voltron deck or something. And I will go in with 6. Don't want to get too cocky, but what they can't really board wipe. Okay, Crawl Harpooner is worthless in terms of it not hitting my flyer. Next turn I can Bellow the Brawl. I'll just go Kamikaze and lose one of my knights, but then they'll lose their Harpooner. Ooh, this is even better. Voltron would go awesome in a cat deck. Yeah, we need to construct a cool Voltron deck. Oops, they're gonna like Might of the Masses or something. Ooh, they're gonna negate that. Okay, fine. Acceptable. As we do this, and that's GG. Because they're gonna block one thing, and then 4 is still gonna go through. Okay, there we go. We got 1 win so far. How's everyone doing in the chat? You just joined in to see the very first victory of the night. Did you have fun in this match? Yes. Now, isn't it funny that they put this in a way like, yeah, I'm going to click the blue one because blue's always good. And then I'm going to click the red one because red's always bad. But they have it backwards, so you have to pay attention to which one you're gonna click. But I bet you most people click the wrong one because, yeah, blue is good. But yes, I had a good match. They should probably make that pop up more often than they do. I don't see it that often. So we won the Clothis, God of Density, right there, Legendary Enchantment Creature. It's just the cosmetic art for it. I never use this card, so I don't care too much. Next up, we're trying to get Anax, which I also don't care about, but I care about winning. And you don't have a... there's no limit to how many losses. So... the arena team is really experimenting a lot with that, about like entry fees to things, but with like unlimited losses. Okay, I love this. I would love a turn 2 play as well, but a turn 1 play, I love those. I'm battling Sphinx. They have a little dragon creature. Look at that. Okay, we will have Murder online, close or soon enough. Dealing with Izzet, Fire Cat. We should probably get rid of that, right? Because that ramps for elementals. Bolt the Bird or Scat the Cat. Because obviously, if they put that out there, they have some sort of elemental synergy. I like that, and the cat comes back. So I like that it's... Now my first instinct would be to bake that cat into a pie, but they're probably ramping to something better, so I guess I won't. Let's bring out this rider, and if they kill the knight, then that becomes a 5/3, which I can then... Okay, so they don't want to lose their Ember Cat, so something's big's coming. So that could become a 5/3, that could become indestructible, and that could become lifelink. The Resolute Rider is pretty cool. Uh-oh, that's dead. Getting ambushed. Not cool. Cloudkin, okay. So my instinct to hit that cat was so there. And they're doing multicolored Evolving Wilds, okay. See, the very first deck I didn't think was that interesting, although it was on topic, on theme. The second one I thought was an interesting deck. They were going to build up something cool. Here, they're also... This one's interesting. This deck is interesting. It's multicolored. They're trying to do elementals. Fun stuff. Neoform. Cool. They're going to neoform into something... into a bunch of Scorchers. But they already attacked. Okay, so here we can have a bunch of defenders, and I can eat my food. Elementals decks can go off. If I put this onto my knight, I have more blockers. Risen Reef. Now the good thing about playing Artisan is that you're not gonna get a million, like, huge things. With, like, Omnath and such, although the Creeping Trailblazer is really good. So come on, removal spells. I know I got a million of them, so where are you? Okay, I've got 21 life. I'll have one blocker. I guess I'll block this and pass the sword onto the bell. Then she'll be able to block any of their things. I don't need a land, so I'll just keep it in play there. Stormkin with flying in haste, okay. I think their deck has a lot of synergy, so I better get some good cards or this is gonna rapidly fall apart. So they're getting amazing card draw here, so okay, so if I don't get anything good next turn, I gotta wrap it up because they have way too much synergy here. If I don't get a murder for that reef, it's game over. 7. So GG to them. They got their synergy perfectly. Congrats to Sphinx. Okay, let's try again. So you can definitely make... See, the decks that I respect are like the tribal ones, and then when they have a cool strategy that is not trite. And I thought that elemental deck there was okay. It was on topic of elementals, but that's kind of an easy deck to play. Now we're battling here Bunny Boy, and they have like a fun way to spell their name. Very Leet speak. So while my opponent picks their amazing opening hand, we can play with their fox. Looks like they've played a lot because their fox is like uber powered up. Okay, so we got the first turn Venerable Knight. We're playing some Is It shenanigans. We'll probably bolt my knight. So we'll go in with some of this damage to maybe draw off one of those. I guess not. Okay. So you never know how the algorithm will work, because obviously I wanted to play the Corpse Knight and then the Venerable Knight, but I guess they need to kind of build up to Flame Sweep. Oh my god. So now we're just gonna wait here like chumps until something happens on their side. Okay, Drake. Mana Flood, amazing. So let's see how else this goes. This deck like is very aggro, so it depletes itself pretty fast. And they're gonna have Lightning Bolt or whatever to take out my brawler, Bell of the Brawl. They have the really cool islands right there. Their lands are really nice. Okay, first of all we gotta get rid of that Electromancer. My Bell has Menace, so let's see how that gets through. What does that Naiad do again? As long as it's not your turn, spells cost 1 less. Okay, cool cost reduction on opponent's turn. And they'll probably swing in for 2. I guess not. Okay, we'll do another Bell. And then if I have both my bells ready to attack next turn, I can have them both at the same time. There's a Field of Ruin, which can wreck my tournament grounds. Do I need to retool this deck and remove lands because I've been getting mana flooded several times? Okay, so in theory, this Resolute Rider can gain Indestructible. So let's see if it survives. Chemist's Insight. We have a huge number of cards in hand. I guess they'll cycle that again or jumpstart it. Flames of the Raise Boar. Electromancer. Cyclops. That's a pretty fun card. Right, so a lot of people are playing red-focused decks to get the rewards. It's crazy how many different ways there are to play Magic, definitely. A lot of different strategies and game modes and everything. It's going to be this vampire, the 1/1 vampire lifelink, or a duress, or a player that doesn't know their cards. Double black. Okay, I guess. Really cool art on that, Foulmire Knight. They have their own Bell of the Brawl, cool. I'll be able to swoop them. Swoop, there it is. Lost Legion, fine. So that's a 2/3. That's like the mirrored pair, the Lost Legion versus mine. I guess we'll get rid of this Bell because she can +1 things. It's a 4/2 with haste. I'm not getting any of my removal. Okay, so we have 5 mana in total. 3, 4, 5. I misplayed that. I needed to play the Corpse Knight first and then the Tactician. So whatever they do here... to think about it. So the Corpse Knight is cool, but what I forget about it is that it doesn't, it doesn't gain you life. It deals damage to them, but doesn't gain you life. Of course they would have the ability to bring that back to your hand. Let's see if we can bait out... Well, let's do both. This is going to be 8 damage if they don't block. You have to double block that, sonny. Okay, they can afford to take 8. Okay, so they're going to attack with everything, so I'm going to need to block with everything. That again. Well, it looks like I'm not in the current meta of good enough decks for Artisan. That first win was a fluke. Let's see about retooling that deck a little bit. Let me just switch to another deck for a moment. You can try retooling it later, but let me just switch to another deck here. I felt the opponent had a lot of great... I don't know, I think I crafted the deck pretty well, that I had threats and answers, but it just, they weren't showing up or something. Well, the opponent had to mulligan once, so that feels bad. Do the Law Rune Enforcer. That's that one tracker that gets bigger when you have non-creatures or something, so they're not gonna block here. Oh, okay, I guess they're gonna block. They'll probably bring in that other tracker or whatever, attack with it as a 2/2, or I guess not. Okay, that's fine. We'll wait for when they've got a larger creature. I'm gonna keep that God's Willing up in case they somehow do some sort of pounce or something. Okay, yeah, this will work. I can attack with that as a 2/2. I can God's Willing. And keep my Pride Mate. So Prot Green. Yeah, I'll do the 4th land there. Not getting my life gain stuff yet, but that's a 3/3 anyway. So even if they have their other Wildwood tracker that comes in as a 2/2, and my Twin Blade should be able to take care of it, but they won't. Okay, that's fine. Well, I guess their strategy isn't quite coming together. Oh, I see they're going with Gruul. That makes sense. I'm going to get Flame Swept. Okay, we'll have that. It's a 3/3, but I can tap it out with the Enforcer. Fine. So let's see here, Viperin. Yeah, my forces were a little bit too much, so that's good. And this time it is the NX hardened in the forge. So these cool constellation. This deck works better. We'll see. I hate to see a cloud in a silver lining, but we'll see how the algorithm behaves. Okay, so this is the exact perfect thing that I want. Healer's Hawk turn 1, a Johnny's Pridemate turn 2, and then some protection with God's Willing. Let's see if instead we don't get a mono-red player. Yes, there's a mono-red player. Okay, so this is... I'm not interested in this sort of match at all. This is way too annoying. So I don't want to get paired up with a player that's just full of burn spells, and then my fragile house of cards of life doesn't come together. So let's move on. Sofa Hero. That's funny. So again, sometimes, like, what's up with this algorithm? And what's up with this bird with these, like, huge ears? Going with black A. Am I going to get Agonizing Remorse to turn 2? Do tap lands. Okay, that's acceptable. Orzhov Enforcer, that's fine. So they might be doing a vampire-themed deck. That's fun. They're going to hold off with that Enforcer as a blocker. It's a Bolus Owl, I believe it. Okay, so what I want here, obviously, is for that Gorger to attack in the air. Ooh, something Magic has hosted with one. Is this the Magic the Gathering hosting the official Magic? Welcome, everyone. Coming to hang out. Let me check it right over here. Yeah, it's the official Magic. Welcome, everyone. How are you doing? This is VM Campos. See, here's my shirt right here. This is my credentials that I'm VM Campos. I do streaming every Saturday at 11 p.m. Pacific time, wherever you are in the world. It is currently Pacific time in California. And I'm trying to do the Purphoros event here with artisan life gain shenanigans or something. I don't know what I'm doing just yet, but they're doing exactly what I want, which is Triumph of Gideon. Whoops, your creature was going to get big, but instead it's going to get dead. They do have a ton of mana though, so I've got my God's Willing just in case to get that to protect me up just a bit. Uh-oh, Fenlurker, do not want. I guess my Law Rune Enforcer can bite the bullet. It's a pretty fun one to be able to tap things out. And am I going to win this by just pecking them to death with my Healer's Hawk? Okay, well, I'm going to keep sending that Healer's Hawk up in the air and get all my creatures' life gained up. Now, if you're just joining the stream, I'm going to do a little bit of gameplay, but I'm also going to do some giveaways. Some arena code giveaways, so stay tuned for that. Right after we play this match, I'll do some arena code giveaways. Now, in order for you to win the giveaways, you've got to be able to answer something on the chat right there. So make sure you're at a keyboard or wherever spot to be able to chat, and you're gonna win some cool stuff. You're gonna win some arena codes and such. Now, I know that you're asking, how do I get that shirt that he has? Well, oh no, not murder. Well, you're not gonna get murdered because you're gonna be protected from black. So yes, if you're interested in this amazing shirt that I have here, what you need to do is go over here to this link, merch.streamelements.com/vmcompos, and you too can have a shirt that shows that you're part of the VMC crew. And again, if you're asking, who is this person playing? Well, I've been featured by Wizards of the Coast before. I've been part of the various early access streamer events. I have been given free product by Wizards of the Coast. I'm part of the creator program. I have many qualifications, and I've played Magic since the 90s. I actually started way back in 1995. Oh, Underworld Dreams, that one's fun. So I really think what I'm going to do here is I was so close to getting first strike with my Paladin. So I got double strike. But I'm going to keep getting hit once more with that Underworld Dreams, so it's going to keep me lower. So how's everyone doing? Say something. Oh, okay, Sofa Hero, I guess. They had to go back to the couch, back to the sofa, and that's it right there. So let's switch over to the amazing cam over here so we can do some amazing things. If you're there in the chat, just got rated by Wizards of the Coast. Thank you so much for that. If you're there in the chat, say something. Tell me what you had to eat today. Funniest answer wins an arena code. So I see there everyone on Twitch. There's 80 people on the channel. So okay, tell me something that you ate. I guess PG, and you'll win an arena code. So I have various codes to give away, and we will also give codes away in other ways. But there in the chat, tell me what you ate today, and in a fun, interesting way, and you'll win something. It's just that easy. My channel's all about having fun and building cool decks and winning and giving stuff away to the community. I do YouTube videos as well. You did deviled sausage on toast. That sounds kind of amazing. Deviled sausage on toast. I don't think I've ever heard of that, because I've heard of deviled eggs. Now, if you're over on the Twitch, I'm also simul streaming on YouTube. So if I'm talking with people like that you don't see, I'm on both channels, YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, Mark, longtime fan of the show. Deviled sausage on toast. Is that a specific like New Zealand thing? I don't think I've heard of it. But what else? Is it just like the sausage on the toast and that's it? Like no other sauces or anything? Like Béarnaise sauce or something? It sounds like pretty cool snack. Now, how would you eat that? As like is deviled sausage on toast like a breakfast thing or a snack thing, or how do people enjoy that? What I'm thinking of doing is adding this cool extension onto my channel where people can actually gift me food. That sounds kind of fun. Well, if you're just tuning in from the Magic Raid, welcome everyone. I'm VM Campos. I play a lot of Arena. I've made it up to Diamond. Play jank and fun stuff. I've been playing since 1995. I also give stuff away. I've been part of the early access streamer event for several sets now. I've gotten free product from Wizards of the Coast. Thank you for that. I'm partnered with the Stream Elements people to do challenges, and I've got a bunch of game codes. So we'll do game code giveaway. It's a packet thing, and you just add apple, sausage, and onion and stew it. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to do a game code giveaway. We're going to say pick a number between, see how it goes with so many watchers. Pick a number between 1 and 20. Go! So I'll give people a chance to do this. Now, first come, first serve. So if a person picks a particular number, so Mark's picked 11. If someone tries to pick 11, I'm only going to pick the first choice, but I'm going to give away game codes right now, Magic Arena game codes. So it's totally easy. Pick a number between 1 and 20. We'll use the random number generator to have someone win game codes. Now, I do see that there's 84 viewers on Twitch. Everyone's being a little quiet. You want to go to the chat and actually chat something up here. Got the raid from Wizards. The Magic channel, thanks for that, but you have to go over to my channel, right, to actually chat so I can see it. If you're still chatting on the Magic channel, you have to jump over to mine. There we go, it's Bojo, he's here, welcome. We're doing another giveaway. You just made it right now. We got a big ol' raid from Magic. We have 85 viewers, but you gotta come over to my channel. I can't see your chats. Your messages there if you're still on the Magic channel. You got to go over to mine. We got a giveaway going on. So Shen, aka Bojo, we're doing the number, the random number generator. We had Mark pick 11, so pick a number between 1 and 20, and we're going to start to give away codes. So what's your number then? Now, should I call you Shen or Bojo? Because everyone's got different names. Unlike me, who I'm VM Campos all over the place. See that? You see my cool new shirt? Okay, you picked 17, so we got 11 picked, we got 17 picked. The numbers are getting used up. Come on over here to my channel, and got 96 viewers. Welcome everyone, but you got to come to my channel too. If I get raided, in-game you're Bojo, so I'll just call you Bojo. That'll be easy. So if you're watching from the Arena, from the Magic Twitch, come on over to my channel, twitch.com/vmcampos, because you got to chat with me to be able to win. You got to be able to chat with me to win. See, right now they're hosting me. I can see it over there. I guess I can go look at Magic's channel, but what's the fun in that? Come over to my channel, just click the button right there where it says hosting VM Campos. Click on that. Come to me, subscribe to me. And then we're doing the giveaway. So we got already 2 people that have voted for a number, between 1 and 20. Mark's at 11, Shen's at 17. If you want to win an arena code or 2 or 3, I got plenty to give out. Thanks to Wizards of the Coast, thanks to Stream Elements. But you got to come to my chat and pick a number. In any event, thank you Wizards of the Coast for the raid. That's very cool. I wonder if we get auto raided or someone said, hey, VM Campos is on the stream, let's raid them right now. In any event, I appreciate that. But what you've got to do is come over to my channel so I can see your chats. Anyway, let's do a little gameplay. Let's do a little bit of gameplay, and then... Ooh, so, okay, we got... I guess, is that all 3 of the wins now? So that's all 3 of the Purphoros Bronze-Blooded? Yeah, I guess that was the 3rd one, so... Fires of Purphoros event is trounced. I switched over to the Artisan Life Gain deck, and then I got it. So... How about let's try to get these other rewards, green or blue, and then blue and green. That's funny. You can either do a green or blue challenge, or a blue or green challenge. Okay, let's do the latter, and then we'll play the Simic Flash deck, the old school version of it. And we try to climb the ladder a little bit more, get up to platinum. Just the caliber of people on the ladder now is just so amazing. You've got to be on your game 1000%, and then when the RNG messes with you, that's really going to hurt you. So let's try to climb the ladder with some Simic. And claim those rewards too. Okay, so they go first. So we have the Brazen Borrower, we have a Negate on Summon. Okay, we're gonna get milled. Sure, that's a strategy. Okay, let's do the Temple. I guess 1, 2, 3. I guess I gotta keep that because I need it for the Furled Mystic. Drown Secrets. Okay, well, I wasn't able to counter that in time, so okay, fine. Let's just... Well, the Brazen Bower can return a non-land permanent. Okay, let's do that. Let's throw back that Catacombs. Your Yanlin deck that I created is doing well, but I don't think I'm playing the Ashok deck correctly because I'm always getting my butt kicked. Possibly it does require a lot of practice to get really good, but or it might be that, oh man, we don't want 2 of those, but I got a counter spell, so let's get that out of here. So someone is, okay, power to them. They're trying to play a mill strategy on the ladder, but we'll see if that is viable. Meletus's prophecy or whatever, we will say nay to thee. So Bojo, how much did you change the deck in terms of did you do... Hey Stevie, how are you doing? You're here for a bit. Okay, I don't need that big one, so let's get that out of here. I need to change cams. Oh no, there we go. I swear I'm professional, people. I swear I'm professional. There we go. So we're playing the we're playing properly now. So I was looking at my control panel over here, and I'm like, the gameplay looks really exciting, but I'm only looking at myself. So okay, let's toss that back. Okay, so probably they'll want to play that Vantress again, Vantress Gargoyle. They probably don't have a counterspell, I hope. A Quench. I have an Omen. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Stan the 2 is trying to play a mill deck. What does everyone there in the chat think? Are mill decks viable on the ladder, or do people just play them for the lulz? The LOLs. I don't have any good counter spells for creatures anymore, but what I could do is at least do some attacking and start to deal with that life total. Next turn, I suppose a Brineborn Cutthroat and then maybe a negate. I guess here... That's a 5/3. Okay, so let's try to do some of this action. So we got a flyer. Yeah, if I lose one of these, I'm fine. That's 9 damage if they don't block. 6 damage with your Caliphate. Okay. Next turn, so another Caliphate, sure. I got 21 cards, that's fine. And maybe they have a land drop. Uh-oh, they're gonna so tiny me. To that I say nay. And then we'll empty out the hand with one more critter. They should attack with their 0/4. Ooh, that'll be nice, actually. Let's bounce back. Your big one. And then go all in. How's everyone doing in the chat? Did you have a good day? Did you watch a lot of Magic? Now, if they don't have any other blocker, this is GG because they have 2 blocker. Oh, there they go. Okay, well, stand the 2. Let's see what else you got. Now, I suppose here I should put in the Tail's End because that is going to help negate their triggers off of their Drowned Catacombs. And we don't really need those opts. Spectral Sailor, Filled Mystic, Quench, take out 1 Quench, 1 Sailor, okay. You're hoping Magic Arena on phones and tablets gets popular, they'll add phone divisions to tournaments eventually, like how Yu-Gi-Oh! Did with the phone game. Interesting, I never heard that. Were there different Yu-Gi-Oh! Divisions or something? Because, because I would assume that so Secret Keeper Mill, of course. So I would assume they wouldn't have different divisions for Yu-Gi-Oh! It would all be the same, I would think. What is this? Sage of Mysteries? No one plays that. Whenever an enchantment. Okay, so that means what's going to happen is they are going to drown Catacomb next turn, and I don't have my counterspell for it. I have the Tail's End that I'll hold off for it later. Okay, well, that's acceptable. So whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield, your control target player puts the top 2 cards. Yeah, they're totally playing a mill deck. So a mill deck on the ladder, I guess it's like a fun challenge. Unless you turbo mill it with 2 drowned catacombs. So I'm getting a ton of lands. That was a misplay. Whoops. Okay, well... I'm not sure why I didn't drop the breeding pool. Ashiok. Okay, well that can actually be tails ended, so good. So no big. And I still have my Sinister Sabotage for next time. Getting a lot of lands. Beautiful. Okay, well... let's keep getting our Cutthroat bigger and bigger. 4 mana. What are we gonna get from that? I guess they're just gonna pass because they know I've got a counterspell, and then so we'll get that up to a 4. We might have an Omen. They have it didn't say please. Okay, fine. That still gives me the counter. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to be able to start getting through. Got a counterspell, got a borrower, got a scry on a counterspell. Sure, I'll take that. I can bounce back anything. I guess we'll toss this back. Just to make this stronger, they'll probably block this now. 6 damage. Oh, they're still not blocking it. Interesting. Why would you not block your... Why would you not block with your 0/4? Like, that's what it's there for. Ashiok's Erasure. When enters the battlefield, exile target spell. Exile target spell. Your opponent can't cast spells with the same name. Okay, we don't want that. And that Sailor is not great. So that was a flash enchantment. That's interesting. We got another counter creature, so by now I'm sure they're going to block. There they go. They have had enough damage. Okay, so we got a counter spell creature, Frilled Mystic. I'm gonna still try to mystery me. Don't care. So fine. Let's get some air power. Whoops! They're gonna counterspell me. Fine. Sailor. So to everyone watching on the stream, hopefully my gameplay meets your satisfaction. As I said before, I've made it up to Diamond, level 3, I think. Twice. I often make it to Platinum at the moment, though I feel that there's a really strong caliber of players, so I've only been able to make it to... I've only been able to make it to... Gold. So I seem to have a 10/9 creature. I guess we don't need to hold this up in pretense. What would I be getting anyway? Frilled Mystic. Yeah, let's grab that Mystic, and I can't cast it, but let's see what we get here. They have 5 mana, and they say we're done. Okay, there we go. We've got that going on there, fam. So back to gold tier 1, which I was previously. And I got a bunch of great stuff. So that's a Knight of the Last Breath. various bits of gold. Let's play another one just to get the last of that gold right there. Thank you so much for that. Did I play the Liliana's Legion Twitch deck? Liliana's Legion, what is that? What am I missing? Liliana's Legion. Thank you, Donis, on that. For the kind words. You just earned an arena code. So I'll make a note in my note thing here to give you an arena code. Sorry, I just need to manage a bunch of things at once. Okay, so I'm dealing with a Simic player as well. And I'm going to get agonizedly remorsed. I think not. So, okay. Let's drop a breeding pool. We have double things to do. I could throw down a Brineborn and then a Spectral. I'm going to exaggerate. Okay, they really want to get something out of my hand. Fine. They're going to get the Frilled Mystic, of course. So, Donis, how do we give you your code? Are you on the Discord? See how there's a link at the very bottom of the stream down there? discordgg.dptgvnu. Follow that, be a part of the team, and be a part of the VMC crew on the Discord, and then you'll be on the Discord so I can give you your arena code. Must have gotten mana flooded, which they find their pain. Yeah, when people get mana flooded, it's never fun. Okay, so they have enough to triple black to murder. Hopefully they don't murder my Briny. They are clearly targeting it. Okay, so let's draw a card. Another tap land. Don't need that. Thought Erasure coming up one more time. And they're tossing that in the bin. Okay, well, wow, more mana flood. Thank you. And more mana flood. Okay. So we'll plink them with this sailor, and then we'll be able to draw a card. And I'm battling Sado. I just realized that they're at the bottom level. Okay, so we'll give them a nice. Well, it'll still just it's still gonna let them surveil. So I guess you can do that strategy. And they kept it on top. Ooh, not good. So they gain a life. We'll draw a card. A wolf. Okay. A lot of land. I could go into real estate. Yep, look at all this seaside. I could build a seaside resort. So what's their end game here? You're gonna Hydra. Fine. Sure. Take out my poor 1/1 flyer. Okay, we have a wolf. Now the Brazen Bower would be amazing if I could bounce my own creature back, but it's only my opponent's creature's growth spiral. Great. They're kind of like digging for something, I suppose. Tamio, fine. I have the mana to bounce it back. and bring out my borrower. So I think that's what I'll do. That's called maximizing. Ooh, there's an Uro. That's a good one. And I'm about to be here putting the smack down. Ooh, and then I got my counter spell. I guess what I'll do is I'll let them do their Uro, and then when they try to resummon it from the graveyard, then I'll just counter it. That's the good play, right? Let them try to summon it. Well, let them summon it, then try to use their graveyard or escape. Never mind. Sado. Okay, so they're playing blue, black, green. And here, they have one Planeswalker, so a Sorcerer's Spyglass would work there. Hey, Victor, you're going to be headed to sleep. Drop by. Great, sure. Thanks for visiting, Stevie. And, always cool to have you. So how's everyone doing in the chat? Got a lot of visitors visiting. Everyone's a little quiet. I see so many names here. The Dean, Skakinikas, Rigger87, Lundy44, Pathos, Einzergler, Aiton. So many cool people hanging out, but you're not saying anything. Say hello. Say hello, and thanks to Wizards of the Coast for doing the raid. That's appreciated. If you're new to my stream, come over to my Twitch, and I do Magic Arena pretty exclusively, and they raided me a little while ago, not now, a little while ago, over on Twitch, where there's 92 people visiting from a Magic raid, so thanks for that. I have been a featured streamer in 2019. I have done early access streams. I've been given free product from Wizards of the Coast. I have been accepted to their creator program. And I think I'm an adequate Magic player who's made it up to Diamond. Ooh, okay, at least they have their Evolving Wilds. I'm not getting turn 2 thought erasured. If I get my negate, that'll be nice. Quench is good enough. Okay. So if they try to do any shenanigans on their turn, they lost one turn from the Revolving Wilds. Actually, they can't they can't thought erase me yet because they don't have the right colors. But they have some kind of spell they're holding up. What is that, an Omen of the Sea? Or a nothing, which is even better. Okay, well, this is probably going to be pretty good for me in terms of I've got my creatures on the board, and then I've got counter spells, and they growth spiraled, and they didn't drop a land, so they're kind of hurting for land. And they want to Soren's Thirst that. I guess. Okay, that's good there. Another Cutthroat. Well, if I have my fourth... Now let's go for the fourth land. Okay, there's a fourth land. Scry that to another Quench. Sure. Although the quenches lose value pretty fast. Thought erasure on that. Sure. If they then try to wreck my... Let's see if they don't see... Let's see if they see the value of my big creatures in it. Okay, that's good actually. So then if they try to get my cutthroat, I have a counter. Might as well use up quench here. And then we've got the Tail's End plus quench. How many cards? They have 5, but they need to drop one more card to be able to... Are we gonna Assassin's Trophy me? I guess... I will try... I guess they're gonna counter me. Or they're gonna duplicate their... Okay, well, they had to pay a lot to get a lot. Fine. Have one more land drop, and then now I've only got a couple of quenches. Okay, that'll be enough, I guess. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if they try to pay for that. Yeah, they're going to try to pay for that Uro, but we're going to Tail's End that. That empties their... That almost empties their graveyard, so they'll be in... They'll need a little bit of time to get that back online. Here's a Preserver, okay. I've got him on a 5-turn clock. Just 5 more hits from my Sailor, and they'll be done. I think I bring this guy out now. Gain a life, pass with nothing. Okay. Poke them to death. Yep, my little critters are gonna poke them to death. You know, this was actually a misplay. I should have brought out my Spectral Sailor and then pumped up my Wildborn Preserver to be Okay, so they have absolutely no cards in hand. Well, they have the one card that they just got, and they're going to try to get something from the graveyard, maybe? Yeah, but anyway, I could have ended it a moment ago. I didn't see that line, and I'm getting whatever here, so sure. Grab what you want. They had six cards in their graveyard. They could have brought Uro back, gained 3 life, gotten a 6/6 on the board, and drawn a card. Well, okay. I'll take that. We got 800 and the 525 and an Enemy of Enlightenment. Cool, so I got all of the rewards, and we're on a good track, so maybe play again. I could have countered them. Maybe not. I had the Quench, which requires them to pay 2 more mana, and I'm pretty sure they had enough to pay for it. Maybe I didn't notice exactly, but we'll say that, okay, yeah, I could have done that. At least I get to go first here. So let's toss this Temple, do a little Scry. They had to mulligan. Ooh, they have a cool little Gruul. Look at that, I love that. They have the Gruul sleeves. Another Preserver. So the Gruul sleeves, look at that. It's the cool little flaming skull and everything. Arboreal Grazer, fine. So... I guess we'll bring out the Preserver. Start to prepare the Preserver for... They're attacking with a 0-3, sure. That's a big brain play right there. I could bring out a Spectral Sailor and then +2 my Preserver since I have no counter spells. So I'm gonna tap out, but I don't have any counter spells, so they lost their blocker, they get their Uro, okay. Dealing with another Uro deck. I can appreciate that. And I'm missing my 4th land, and I have my Frilled Mystic. Guess let's just wait on their turn. I can bring out another Preserver. +1 my existent. Well, let's see what we get here if we can bait out something. They're hitting me with a Frilled Mystic, fine. Okay. Let's see if I get my 4th land, and then I'll have my Frilled Mystic versus their Frilled Mystic. But that's too much to ask for, to not be at the whims of the RNG. Okay, they're going to counter me with their Mystic, so let's bring out my own right here. So now that's a 5/5. And what do they have in the graveyard? Only 2 things plus the Uro. Grazer. There we go. So double blue, double green. Let's grab a green. So now it's a bit of a battle of wills. Will they bring out their Mystic? It's a Frilled Mystic versus Frilled Mystic, and then they're like, nope, they noped out of here. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're dealing with Simic. It's Simic versus Simic, basically. Oh, and then they just victoried me. There you go. Well, Drawing Warcraft, thank you so much for the follow. That is highly appreciated, and I'm going to note to you right here that you just won an arena code. So, Drawing Warcraft, I will whisper to you a little later. Just do this really fast here. So what does the Oro card do? Just one moment. The Uro card is very cool. It's a 6/6 that as soon as it enters, it gains you 3 life and draws you a card. But the weird thing about it, it only costs 3 mana. So you have to have escaped it to keep it. So when you cast it for the first time, it comes in as a 6/6 temporarily, you get a card, you get 3 life, and then it goes straight to the graveyard. Then, when you've got 4 mana, and you can escape it with 5 dead cards, it comes back again, and then you can keep it. It's a 6/6 for 4, plus 3 mana. I mean, plus 3 life, and a card. Now, I'm playing against a person that is in silver rank, and I'm in gold 1. I swear, sometimes the algorithm is a little weird, like, why am I getting paired with someone that perhaps isn't as the same level? What does everyone there in the chat think? Conspiracy or plot? What do you think about when you get when you when the algorithm pairs you? Okay, so they go first, and this is a pretty weak hand. This is acceptable. Guess I can live with 1 preserver, even though it'll be easier to cast them both. We've got the Scryland to filter things up a little bit. Maybe they're climbing the ladder fast. It's something about that the algorithm pairs you in terms of wins and losses, but also deck types and such. There's some weird algorithm that they don't reveal. Don't need any more land. Okay, so they're playing mono white, maybe? So that's some fun Heliod deck. And it's pausing for them. So what's double white or single white that would pause them? And I'll have enough mana for more mystics, so yes, get on my squad. Or maybe one of the omens. Do they have the omen of whatever? Omen of white or whatever? Timuret calls the dead. Okay. Ooh, they have the Doom Foretold. They make a zombie. Okay. I can bounce back the Borrower. With the Borrower, I can bounce back Timuret at the right time. Or probably counter something good. Doom Foretold is 4 mana. That's 4 mana. I have a feeling they have something, and they don't realize they have it. Okay. Now what I could do is bounce that back, gain X. They're just going to gain 2 life. It's not so bad. I guess it's pausing because the Castle Lothwain takes a response. So they gain 2 life. What's up with Timuret calls the dead? That's not too amazing. But I guess it fills up your yard. They've already got 6 things in the graveyard. So what is their plan over here? They're just gonna keep attacking with some zombies? They're going to do Anaphemia. We don't need that. She has some good graveyard synergies. So the Wildborn, we don't need to do anything with the Wildborn, but we do need to counter Aphemia. We have a Grasp. Okay. We're a little bit land-starved, but we've got another counter creature. And they see that I have a lot of mana untapped. Castle Ardenvale is going to make a bunch of creatures to gum up the board. Okay. So we've got the mana for the Brazen Borrower to toss back these tokens. There's also a Sinister Sabotage. I'm going to need to get rid of that token before it gets too much. Yeah, let's toss back a token now. And bring out a Sailor and then an Opt. Sure. Okay, so they're going to create an Ardenvale token. Or not. Okay, they should have created an Ardenvale token to block my 3/2. Heliod's Intervention, gain 10 life. No, that's okay. And then a Night Pack, yeah. Let's see, hopefully we don't get some sort of board wipe, but I guess I can live with that. What does she do again? And then a Doom Foretold. Fine. I have plenty of sacrificial things. Guess if I do some stuff in the air, probably won't block that. Okay, so then they have to sacrifice something, but a non-token. Oath of Kaya. Fine. Because then I can do my Night Pack Ambusher. And they'll attack with their 2/2. And then they'll run into my wolf. So we'll let that get hit. Go in with the wolf, cast no spells. They have their what I guess I could do is toss. Ooh, Liliana is not good. Not good. Whatever, and then right here we can toss back their Doom, and that's GG. There we go. Okay, so they're playing black and white. They have a Liliana in there eventually. They have a Doom Foretold. They're trying to do stacks. vaguely. Just put in a couple more. Unsummon never really did much. So we'll put the Disdainful Strokes. So let's see how that goes. How's everyone doing? Wow, 98 viewers. Thanks for the raid there. Wizards of the Coast, if you're there watching, head on over to my channel, twitch.tv/vmcompo, say something nice, and that might actually get you something cool. So what's everyone's time zone at the moment? This is Pacific time for me. West side, best side. They go first. I feel like I've not been going first very much, which is not fun. But you know these algorithms. Who won the dice roll? We only got 2 entries. That's kind of weird. Like, you know, you see that there's this huge raid, but then no one's quite hanging out or talking. I don't know how that even works. So, okay, double Meletus, sure. It's 9:44 p.m. Sunday night. Yep, you are there living in the future. Okay, so this is not enough for any sort of counter spell. They have 4 mana for their Doom Foretold. But instead another Meletus? Okay, sure. At least they're getting all their lands. Okay. This is a very interesting opponent. I have a lot of walls I need to get through. And a lot of life. A treacherous blessing. Let's do this instead. So we'll do a Scryland. That goes into another Scryland. We have the... We can start knocking down these walls. Frilled Mystic to take care of their next big brain play. Oath of Kaya. Too bad I don't have any spare mana to pump up that Preserver. Uh-oh. Was I getting baited? Another Oath of Kaya. Okay. We got one of those. Okay, so... Got a ton of lands. How does everyone feel about lands getting flooded? Okay. Cutthroat. Archon, okay. They're probably going to put a Myers Grasp. Okay, that's even better that they don't. My Brineborn is a 7/6, and I've got a flyer as well, and there's a negate. Okay. So I won't be able to stop that Archon, but that's even better. That's even better. Oh no! I guess that deserves a nice. And then I'm getting my mana flood. Okay, well, don't even need to attack with that Mystic. So hopefully they don't do their Archon and then right away an enchantment, but you know they will. Oh, they're gonna do it that way instead. Okay. Fine. So what I can do here is before it's my turn. Now that has lifelink. Well, that'd be fun if the... Okay, so if I throw back that Archon, I still have enough to have 2 creatures. Flying. So I have to sack 1. That quench isn't going to do me any good. And they're about to get a lifelink creature, so... Ooh, I get back my Brineborn, that's cool. So like I said, this is going to be paid for, but I'll get... that. That's fine. Comes back to me here. I guess the air, and then a wolf. Okay. So they have to sacrifice their Archon here, right? Or the Foretold. No, the Foretold. Okay, that's fine. What are they gonna get? Did they top deck? Nope, they didn't top deck anything good. Excellent. I'm gonna draw something, then they're gonna top deck something amazing. A Kaya. Okay. Fine. They're about to gain 6 freaking life and make a freaking Pegasus. Okay. And I'm about to start to get mana flooded. Okay. So let's see how the tide turns here. Okay, at least they didn't get that, but... Looks like it's... They might just still be like, I don't want to play anything. And neither do I. Okay, well, let's try the third match. That was pretty close, but we just started to flood. And, Okay, let's see what we get here in the third match. So that Archon's really good. They were gonna get a bunch of creatures. So let's go to the third one. Okay, so we've got the Brineborn, we've got the Preserver, and we've got Sinister, and then Frilled Mystic. So let's just crack this already. No sense in pretext. What is the opponent? They had plenty of Myers Grasps, right? Do I want to counterspell a Myers Grasp or hold it onto something better? At the moment, that's a fine play. Quenching. So now I have what I need for the Nightpack Ambusher. So if they still insist on taking out my Cutthroat, Meletus, sure. Okay. So I'm building up my critical mass of doggies. Archon. And then another Mystic, okay. I think we're at a very good place. Gains them a life. Archon, definitely don't want that. And that's it, yep. So we got the perfect hand on that. GG, Uno Watt, and oh, look at that, we're up on Platinum. Nice, I haven't been on Platinum in a little while. Just the caliber of opponents has been so good as of late. So, thank you for that, thank you. Now I can relax a little bit in Platinum and then like play some really fun jank decks to like really break the algorithm. Thank you there, Bojo. That reminds me, you had mentioned something in the chat here that I forgot to ask you about. You said, did I play the Liliana's Legion Twitch deck? Can you expand on that a little bit? Did I miss some cool thing? Liliana's Legion Twitch deck? What is that? Tell me about that. So now that we're in Platinum, how long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours. Okay, let's switch over. Twitch offered a free deck. When did they do that? When did they offer a free deck that I missed? Okay, here's a really fun... You have to claim it, but do you need... How do you claim it? Where do I claim it? Liliana Twitch deck. Let me look that up. Liliana... MTG Liliana Twitch deck. Click on the loot tab. Okay, I'll do that one moment. So this deck is so dumb, it's like 99% counterspells. It's really designed to annoy the opponent, but it still can win. The first version of this deck was just all counterspells. There was no way to win. But then I said, let's put a way to win. And the way to win is, I have the Stone Coil Serpent, which then I can put more counters on it, because I've got the, not Essence Capture, but what's that one counter spell that then puts counters a creature, then puts it on your creature? I have that. And then I've got a bunch of, and then I've got the Brineborn Cutthroat right there. So if I get my Brineborn out and then just counter everything that they do, my Brineborn gets huge and it crushes their will to live. So let's see what we can get here. Ooh, they have a Kroxa. That's one of the Titans I definitely don't want to do anything because that one makes me mill. Okay. So let's see what else they got here. Ideally, I want to bring out my Brineborn so I can start doing fun stuff. Okay. So this deck has a million counter spells. Brineborn is the big... Oh, you're trying to hit me with one of those, eh? But instead I dispute it, and I make my Brineborn bigger. And then again, if they try to target my stuff, Fenlurker, yeah, let's just counter that as well. That is now a 4/3 plus a 1/1. There it is. There's that essence capture. That'll make my Stone Coil bigger. Wish they would show win rates of created decks. Yeah, I love getting a lot of data. And I wish they would really show a lot of data. But here we have another Plaguey. Okay, well, GG. Either they're going to quit in rage or they're going to get hit. There we go, Wisco Buddha. Now, I don't rely on this deck really to climb the ladder, although I was very surprised when I was in Gold 4. I did get through Gold 4 into Gold 3 with this deck, and I didn't even show the deck. Let's show the deck. Okay, Brineborn Cutthroat gets bigger when you do spells on their turn. Okay. Essence Capture, counter a creature, put a counter on my creature. Negate, counter non-creature spell. Quench, counter any spell, but they have to pay 2. Tails End, counter any legendary spell, activated or triggered ability. I love to do that spell when someone is trying to crack their Fabled Passage. They just wasted their Fabled Passage and they don't get a land. I love it. Didn't say please, counter them and mill them for 3. Not going to work very well in this deck because they have a graveyard theme. Mystical Dispute, counter a blue spell for 1 or any other color for 3, and then they have to pay 3 to keep it. Sinister Sabotage, counter it, I surveil. Thought Collapse, counter them and then mill them 3. Stone Coil Serpent, pay X to get +1/+1 X's, and it's got Reach and Trample. People forget that a lot, and then they fly their flyers into my Serpent. Protection from Multicolored, so they can't kill me with like that one trophy, whatever it's called. 20 Islands. Sideboard, I never even touched the sideboard really. 4 Karn's Bastion to proliferate, and 4 Ugin's Conjurate, another X creature. So this spells my counter deck. Very annoying. It can easily fall apart, however, if my counter spells don't show up. But they did this last turn, so let's see what happens here. Brineborn, Negate Tail. Sure. Again, I'm not really feeling pressure to proceed in the ladder much now that I made it to Platinum. I had not made it to Platinum. This is Deja Vu. I had not made it to Platinum before. Now let's see if it's Deja Vu that they also have their Kroxa. No, Burglar. Okay, that's fine. I guess we'll drop one of these counter spells. And see, I could Tails End that Scry ability as well, but that's not much of a good idea. So they're holding me off with a rat. What have I been reduced to? Anyway, so what do you got there? Ooh, they're cracking that for a Fenlurker. They're gonna do two things at once, I guess. Fine. Clearly they did that. Actually, that was a misplay. I was not trying to play that, but it worked. Okay. That was a misplay, but fine. So I still haven't gotten my... Oh, no, I have 3 lands. Okay, never mind. I have 3 lands, so I can Sinister Sabotage, I can Scry. They're gonna Fenlurk me on that. Let's see, are they trying to bait me into something? Okay, that's pretty weird. This, of course, is going to be the moment where I counted it wrong. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll take out that Fenlurker because it could get big. So this is what I'm saying about this deck. It's just a joke deck, and when it's got the right pieces, it's pretty nice. The card back that I have, yep, that's Kiora. That's Anime Kiora. Okay, so this is kind of fun right here. I've been kind of mana starved compared to my opponent, but how about a 4/4? Protection from multicolored. Playcrafter. Okay, let's go to the next round here. I was just getting a lot of bad luck, so let's try that again. Oops, my arena seems to be a little crashy. So like I said, this is a total meme deck. It's just full of counters. And you just have to, against this opponent, they drew everything that they needed. They had so many Fenlurkers, then they had this final, at least I get play first finally. They had all their Fenlurkers, then they had their Plaguecrafter, and I had no more defenses and counter spells. Okay, so that's kind of fun. If they try to hit me with a creature, I can Essence Capture that lowly Stonecoil Serpent. And they must know by now that yes, I'm extremely full of counter spells. Hopefully they try to hit me with a Fenlurker. One of those. They don't have any... let's just not even let them start to get that. So this is a little baby serpent. Oh, Croxa. Okay, well... This is what I'm saying about doing the Essence Capture, because then that becomes a 2/2. Three things in the yard, including Croxa, Fenlurker. Will the game kick out a player who never plays it during their turn? Yes. Eventually the eventually their timer runs out, and then they get kicked out. Are we really gonna do it? Fenlurker. Yep, this serpent, it started off as a little 1/1, and then it grew to get bigger. Uh-oh, they're gonna get something from the graveyard? Oh, Kroxa, of course. So you think they did it to me again, they baited me. Bravo to them. And I'm stuck on 3 lands. Well, this deck is very mana shy. It's 20 lands. So they have enough in that Fenlurker to make it a 3/3. Okay. What's their final card? A burglar rat. Okay. So this is about to be game over, but actually that Tail's End is pretty cool because I'll be able to stop their Kroxa's activation. They're gonna say, I'm attacking you and you're gonna do damage. But then Tail's End says nope. At least Kroxa doesn't have any trample. Oh, I forgot. This has protection from multicolor. Amazing! Amazing! I completely forgot. That that little serpent can block a 6/6 like nothing. Multicolored 6/6. Wow, that totally came out of nowhere, but I'll take that win. Go, little serpent. Got some more XP, gotta level up. Let's play that counter spell a little bit more. What does everyone think about that? What does everyone think about that, counter spell? Threat or menace? Menace. Okay, let's play that. It does look really annoying, and it is really annoying. Now that's not a great opening hand because I don't have any creature to put that essence capture onto. We're doing a healer's hawk right away. Well, when they want to bring out their Ajani's Pridemate turn 2. Actually, let's counter it this way so that then I can grow my Brineborn. Mystical Dispute. What would be amazing is that, we don't need one of those Daxoses. I'm fine with having it out there because then I'll have my Cutthroat grow. And they didn't attack. Interesting, okay. I'll just shore up my creatures here. I'm looking at the prime loot, and I don't see the Liliana deck. Do they have an Omen of whatever? Triumph. Fine. And then still enough for some counter spells. An Alseid. Let's counter that and get our Brineborn a little larger. That's a 4/3. Oh, I just got a notification or something over here. What happened over here? I thought I saw something pop up. Anyway, Unbreakable Formation is nice. Now, they were the ones that were getting a little bit mana deprived. I got double counter spells, sorry. You might want to stop attacking. Because if you're racing, 3 damage versus 6 damage won't race me very, very, very well. Gideon. And then they get milled a little bit, so insult to injury. Okay, they're still going to attack, 7. I can survive. This doesn't get stronger or anything, does it? No, I will probably make it. Let's see who blinks first. Playing chicken here. Such a cruel deck when it works. Okay, so I'm looking at the loot thing on Twitch, and I don't see the Liliana deck. Am I looking at the wrong thing, Bojo, or did they already shut it down? Okay, so let's get back on this. Again, this is a very annoying deck once it gets rolling. It needs to have those Brineborns. Got a Healy right away, so I'm going to drop their turn 2 Pridemate. Or not. Okay. Acceptable. Linden. Okay, here we go. We got the Brineborn. Palisade, that's fine. Ooh, Heliod, very good. I'll be able to stop Heliod's effect with a Tail's End. No one expects... Well, it happens twice. Okay, fine. Okay, this one might be a little harder to deal with. Yeah, they got their perfect hand, so let's go on. Let's move on there. They got perfect ramp, perfect curve, not even ramp, perfect curve. That was going to be impossible to deal with. They had an indestructible god. They had a Gideon Planeswalker. They had plenty of blockers to defend it. They had everything on the board. My deck is very reactive. Obviously, if it goes first, it's even better. But they just curved into everything perfectly, so my deck was not going to be able to handle that. And again, it's just a meme deck, so that's pretty horrible. So it's just a meme deck, and if things work out exactly as I need, they work out as I need. Now right here, they might bring out their bird, and then I'll hit it. Yeah, like, they got the bird every single time. Isn't that hilarious? See, they forget that this has... reach. I don't think we need a Gideon coming out. I could finally start doing something. Okay, this is... they have a Gideon's Triumph. That's why it paused. They have a Gideon's Triumph. Yeah, I think they're holding on to a Gideon's Triumph. Maybe even two of them. They have 4 mana for it, so I'm going to have to hold off on attacking. Now, what I could do here is bring out a 1/1 Serpent, and then hold back an Essence Capture, or didn't say please, that's a Planeswalker. So my deck definitely, if you get it set up just right, wouldn't you know it, that both that they had the perfect things in hand. Deafening Silence. And then the final Pride Mate. Okay, well that's going to be pretty epic. If If I only had my final... If I only had my final... my final land, I could have quenched that. Okay, so... I guess we'll hold off, and if they attack with that Alseid, I can get rid of it. It's just going to be a staring contest here, then. It's all a matter of who cracks first. I guess I could keep waiting for my squad. I could get on I've only got 2 types of creatures here. The Stone Coil and the Brineborn. And really no removal. I totally built this deck like there's like no removal really. There's the Gideon's Triumph. So, no guts, no glory. Very big merfolk. Let's see, what are they going to top deck? Something that's going to make their Heliod come to life? Linden. They do see me with 6 unopen, with 6 open mana. That's pretty funny. They had -2 for a moment, and then all that life gain brought them back. 9, 10, 11, 12. It'd be pretty safe to add lifelink to Ajani, and then it'll get really huge. I think it's going to be very hard to beat this. My all-in attack wasn't the best thing to do, but again, this is not an amazing deck, but we'll see what happens. Well, let's just make a really big cutthroat. Although their Pridemate's going to get even larger because they're going to give lifelink to their Ajani, then they're going to attack with everything. That'll be 3 instances. They should attack with everything. They're in like no danger. They're in no danger. I could have held priority on my own negate and then quenched their spell, and then I could have quenched their spell. What is that? Gains protection from the color blue. Well, GG, Swayze 84. So that's that deck. It's just a really dumb, interesting, it's just a really dumb, interesting counterspell deck. I think I've been streaming over 2 hours now, but let's try one more, like, just total dumb meme deck. Actually, this is not dumb at all. This is Autumn Burchett's deck. Although it's not crafted to the best capabilities of what the meta is. I had to swap in some uncommons and such, so the land base is not as good as it could be. I had to put in some tap lands, and these underworld fires are not amazing. So I'm getting a couple of tap lands. This is pretty bad. Should log in, try out your green-black deck sometime. On my other laptop, I've got like data gathering apps, so the it would mix up our data. So I'd do that on the other laptop. But anyway, let's go on here. Oops. This is about to crash. I think it's telling me that I might want to end my stream soon, but let's try it again. I needed to mulligan twice, and then I'm dealing with platinum players, so I'm like, well, mulliganing is not going to help. Oh, my screen over here tells me that I'm one criteria away from getting Twitch affiliate, so that's cool. So, are you joking? Is someone yet again trying to do a mono-white Johnny's Pride Mate deck? Impassioned Orator, he's cool. Do a little bit of this control right here, where they have to. You liked summoning that card, you get to summon it again. But of course, they also are able to summon the Healer's Hawk at the same time. Well, they have what, a healing salve ready. So this is what I'm saying about the. This is like the poor person's deck, because it doesn't have all of the right lands. Sentinel's Eyes, nice. Okay, yeah, people love that card. That Healer's Hawk is a great enabler. Let's see if there's an instant that no instant to steal. Gets totally exiled, and we got a counter spell and a borrower ready to storm in. How many of those guys do you have? Another expansion. That's one of the win conditions. Especially with what's it called? Well, this is a little bit of a waste, but might as well get that hawk out of here and get some cards. Okay, like that. Yeah, don't need any more spirals. I need other cards that actually do stuff. Never knows best. That seems to sound like it's from... that seems to sound like it's from the anime Fooly Cooly. Let's also get that Pride Mate with an explosion. I guess I could have put 3. I miscounted. I could have put 3 damage on that and then drawn 3 cards. Elspeth Conquers Death. Oh wow, you're hitting my 3-1. And then I'm getting nothing meaningful. Okay. It's kind of a lot of lands. The big win conditions of this deck are that Uro card. Well, there's nothing to exile. Okay. Oh, they have hexproof now. Okay, that's actually very good. Anyway, let us scry. Hydroid Krasis is another win condition. But the Wanderer is going to get it. Okay, well, fine. The Wanderer is going to get it, but I'm going to draw a bunch of cards. So how big can we make this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can make this an 8, which the Wanderer will kill, but I'll get 8 cards. Okay, now we got some stuff to work with here. So Temple of Epiphany to see what else is coming. Dropping Uro, we'll probably be able to make it come to life pretty easily. Making that a 5/5, whatever. Okay, so let's get this action going. Draw a card, gain 3 life, drop a land. Those eyes are extremely buggy. Let's zoom in on it. Look at that. That guy is totally high AF, as the kids say. Bring in another Uro. Drop another land. Double blue. Okay, let's hold on to a Thassa's Intervention. I'm getting hit for 5. That's acceptable. This is a lot of lands. Okay, this is not enough to kill that, right? That's 1 damage and 1. Yeah, that's worthless. Okay, so we'll bring in an Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll get struck by the Wanderer. But it gets me 3 life. and gets me a land. Then I can still play Wilderness Reclamation to untap everything. Let's see if they try to... Let's see if they try to play anything. What's not hexproof? It's non-combat damage. Well, let's just do this. Let's dig deep. So 2 mana, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's just do 10. Let's look 10 deep to definitely get something good. An expansion. Okay, I know how this works now. Okay, yeah, pick 2. I know how this works now. It's actually pretty cool. Ooh, Narset's reversal. Okay, so first we'll bring in a 6/6. Remember last time I was trying to get what is this Drakuseth card? It's a huge, cool creature that will make your opponents cower in terror. Ooh, okay, I can double Wilderness Wreck. Okay, so we just need to do the math correctly. Okay, watch. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get it to work properly this time. So I need to pay attention right here before I talk to the chat. Just one quick moment. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Resolve. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's just be safe here. This is how you do it. You don't press continue. Resolve. Non-combat damage. Totally forgot about that. Whoops. So embarrassing. I swear I know how to play Magic. I swear. But the Wanderer, you know, the static abilities on these things is so easy to forget. It's very hard to tell what I'm dumping. Loxodon, sure. It's an insta-win, but they had the Wanderer protecting them, so reading the card explains the card. I still have A lot of things to do, such as wrecking their whole defense here. Non-combat damage, fine. How about we go in with 19 damage over here then? Okay, that's another way to do it. Never knows best. So, there were a few misplays there, but what does everyone in the chat think? It worked out. We got them anyway. Anyway, like I said, this is the poor person's version of this deck. It doesn't have a lot of the rare cards. Put in some fries in there. It is a very, very technical deck. It obviously took a while to get it rolling. It's a very complex deck. I like it. It was one of the decks that made it to the World Championship last weekend. And it's a little harder to play also because it's not the full... It doesn't have all the rares that it needs. Healer's Hawk again? Oh, Charmstray. Okay, I approve. I was going to say, if this is another Healer's Hawk, I'm rage quitting. But I will accept it here. This deck has very few basic lands. I guess just to be safe, we'll grab a mountain. Actually, we got the dual lands, so we're fine. Here is a Growth Spiral or a Brazen Borrower. Heliod, let's toss that back. Narset's Reversal. Do I need 3? Yeah, let's bring that back. Draw a card. Drop a land. I'm going to bring back Heliod, but then I can Brazen Borrower that cat. Ooh, okay, they're going to go with the Angel instead. That's fine. That Angel's about to get big. Narset's Reversal eventually. And then a Dragon Fire, that's only 3 damage. We're hurting a little bit on lands. There's one. I can Dragon Fire. That Angel's out of reach. They have plenty. Okay, Life Chanter. They want to go. They want to go with the Life Chanter instead. That's a really good one, actually. That's game over because the Life Chanter is really cool. I like that one. You pay 6, and then you give your life chanter plus X, where X is your life. So this is going to be a 29 plus 29 plus 29. So I don't think I can handle it very well. I have no creature to defend with. This is game over. I don't have any creatures to defend with, and those flyers cannot block the those blockers can only block in the air. So that oh, that's 3 already. Okay, I thought that there was a third one for some reason. Yeah, these games take a long time. But anyway, they had me. I had no blockers, and they were going to plus their locks down with 29-29, so I had no way to win that. But yep, that was a complex deck to play, but it was all right. I think at this point I've been streaming 2 hours 48 minutes. Let's just stream a little bit more to get it exactly to 3 hours. Why not? Thanks everyone for hanging out from the Magic channel. I really appreciate getting rated or hosted or whatever it's called from Magic. Hopefully you've had some amount of fun watching some gameplay. Everyone's a little quiet for some reason, but let's play a little bit more. What is a deck that might be fun? Let's do one of these Black Devotion decks. So, Mono Black Devotion. If the matchup is good, the deck works really well. But sometimes the matchup is kind of weird. Again, the algorithm pairs you up really weird. I know they haven't. They used to announce a lot on like the Magic blog about how they were updating the matchmaking system in Arena, but now they don't. So I feel like because they don't announce it, they're at a spot where it's like, yeah, we think it's good. But I still swear that sometimes the algorithm matches you very weird. Like, oh, I'm playing a deck that I just happen to be battling against a person that has the only answer to what I'm trying to do. Like, no one plays that card, but they happen to play it. What did I exile here? An Elspeth? Okay. Elspeth Conquers Death is a very good card. Gonna get Thought Erasured right here. See, that's what I'm saying, that like no one was playing Thought Erasure. Yeah, they have the Elspeth's Nightmare Saga type of sleeves. And I have a feeling that this person has Cry of the Carnarium. This is what I'm saying, that like no one plays Cry of the Carnarium anymore. And here's a deck that these Cauldron Familiars keep coming back, but then I get paired up with an opponent that would have that. Okay, well, at least I'm going to get my cat combo here. So if I can keep that cat around, I should be able to make it just fine. So Chapter 1, Birth of Meletus. gets them a land. They have 2 lands. Bring the cat back. Fourth land. So there was a little misplay. I should have pumped up my Yarok's Fenlurker. This is the Atrix or Arix, whatever. Yeah, Atris. We get to give them. We're gonna see 3 cards, and then we make a pile of 2 cards, and they get to see one and keep one, and then not the other one. It's kind of interesting. Okay, it's like this. Do you want 2 lands? So they're gonna get 1 thing that is hidden and 2 things that are not. So do you want 2 lands or 1 Narset? Whatever. They're not going to be able to cast it. It's not really going to do anything relevant. Well, I guess it will. They're going to... see, I could have already finished the game, but I misplayed a moment ago. So they're going to play they're going to get that life, and then they're going to get their Narset, and then they're going to get a creature. Yeah, I misplayed. I should have pumped up that Fenlurker when I did my last attack. Teferi, they're going to bounce back my oven.
Stand by and watch.
And this will begin some shenanigans in white. Or Azorius, I mean. Okay. So why are you messing around with those shenanigans if you already know you're gonna get it? So... vacuum. Let's go on to the next game. Okay, so they have a Teferi. Spyglass will be useful there. So Sorcerer Spyglass, because they had a Narset and they had a Teferi. So this seems to be the Azorius deck from the World Championship, because I saw the Elspeth card, Narset, Teferi, Birth of Meletis. Those are all of the cards that were in the World Championship deck. How many of you in the chat watched that? Watched the World Championship 26? Opponent goes first. That's adequate. Welcome, GuilGS, GUILGS11. Yes, check out those brackets. Very important to see who is on what. The current Anaheim DreamHack is going on, so at least I didn't get thought erasured. We'll turn the tables on them. I drink your milkshake. Ooh, so there's a Teferi right there. They were about to play their Teferi turn 3, and I said nope. They can Heliod. So all I need here to do my amazing combo is to... well, I guess that's going to get countered. Fine. Okay, so we're going to get... That's 5 mana for Elspeth. So they're definitely going to get to Elspeth. So I'm not going to be able to do my cat combo. And they're gonna erasure me there. So they're gonna see all those murderous riders and all those ovens. Are you sure you want to get an oven instead of a rider? Dovin's ban. So that was going to be pretty epic for them. But instead, that happens. They'll have the Dovin's ban. They'll get to scry. Counter non-creature spell. Oh well, it was gonna be an amazing thing, but I guess... Sorry, Ayara, you're gonna have to serve a different purpose. Okay, this is good. Ooh, non-creature spell. This is a creature. I would have loved to have the Grey Merchant to be out there longer. I mean, to do something more devastating later, but I have to settle for that. Don't need any more lands. I guess I'll drop that, and then I'll have to bait out that counter spell if I get my other win condition, the Bolus's Citadel. Uh-oh, they're counting. They're about to do a Heliod's gain life. Oh, I guess not. Okay. It's a lot of amazing cards. Okay, so Kaya is pretty annoying. Exile non-land permanent with converted mana cost 1 or less.
You better watch your back from here on out.
Okay, let's go to round 3 and let's see if the RNG doesn't wreck things. If it happens on the World Championship, it'll happen to us common people as well. So they had a very annoying Planeswalker that was going to just keep getting them little incremental things at a time. Then they had the Kaya's Wrath. There we go, Sorcerer's Spyglass. They had to mulligan 1. Get to Spyglass. Two Teferis in hand. Are you kidding me? Teferi Time Raveler. 2 Teferis in hand. How does that even happen? I guess I'll hold on to my other Spyglass until Narset appears. 2 Teferis in hand. Oops on that. Okay, this guy again. Me from Finland, they still get the static ability from Teferi. That's true, but I'm not really doing... Well, I guess I've got a couple of reactive spells. And then we can shut down their Kaya. So welcome, me from Finland. Are you really from Finland? That's pretty cool if you are. What is the final thing that they're holding on to? Oh, they're gonna wreck one of my spyglasses. I'm gonna do the Heliod to destroy both my spyglasses, I bet. Yeah, that's exactly what I told you. See, amazing. Isn't it amazing how the RNG works so perfectly? So yeah, let's move on. They top-decked exactly what they needed to wreck both of my spyglasses. That never happens in real life, but that amazing stuff does happen all the time on Arena. Okay, Bond of Discipline, very nice. So I'm actually about to get to the final. I said I was going to end the stream very soon, but let's do this. Let me play one more game just to get the 500, and then I'll crack some packs, and then I'll do some arena giveaways. We got a lot of people in the chat. No one's really being active, but I'm gonna do something. If people want to get some arena codes, I'm going to do something in one moment, but right after this game here. So we're doing Ponos. Opponent goes first. And oh, this person bought the sleeves, the snow-covered land sleeves from Modern Horizons. Pretty cool. Oh, the secret layer drops, I mean. Alright, so what shenanigans are we dealing with here? Are we dealing with an Uro deck? Even if they are, they were working it a little slow, but I don't doubt from these colors that this is an Uro deck. And they have a cool little fox all tricked out with all three tails. It looks just like Miles, Tails, Prowers from the Sonic games. Any Sonic fans in the chat? Did my opponent's system crash? Are they slow rolling me, or are they thinking big brain thoughts? Sonic is definitely a classic. My opponent seems to be thinking pretty hard. I guess it disconnected. Okay, well, Let's see what we can get going on over here. Yeah, I think something's going on with the opponent. They're either going to time out of this game, or they're going to come back at the last minute to start getting it all together. Anyway, that's just going to lead us to the final moments of the match. And I thank everyone for coming to hang out. I see I have 84 viewers. Thanks so much for that. If you're there in the chat, just say hello. And where in the world are you at? I'm in sunny San Diego. Well, it's not sunny right now. It's 2 in the morning, so there's no sun at the moment. You were going through some boxes in the shed and found Mortal Kombat for the Master System. Oh yeah, they made Mortal Kombat 1 for the Master System, didn't they? I always equate the Master System with on par with the original Nintendo Entertainment System, which that never got made into like really like those sorts of games. But anyway, okay, it's time to wrap it up. I've been streaming for 3 hours 8 minutes. Got some new followers, got some new viewers, got some new packs. Let's crack some packs here. My first Naiad of Hidden Coves. There's that Atris card. And then we've got one with the stars and an Elspeth Conquers Death. And so I'm going to start wrapping it up, but I'm going to put there in the chat if people are interested. If you also want a cool VM Campos t-shirt like me, you can go right there, merch.streamlabs or streamelements.com/VMCampos. You can see cool shirts. If you look down at the bottom as well, there is a Discord link. If you follow the Discord link, you can come and hang out on the Discord. Let's see here about the giveaway. Let's do the final giveaway here. Let's do lucky number. So do here. Let's do lucky number. So pick a number between 1 and 20. This time for real. And say pick a number between 1 and 20. So that's how we'll wrap up. We'll see who's still kind of hanging out in the chat. We just a moment ago, the Magic Twitch channel went off to raid someone else, someone really, really famous named Deathsea. So the viewers dropped down a little bit, but for whoever's in the chat right here, let's do this final giveaway. So me from Finland says 8, Mark says 11. Anyone else there in the chat would like to pick a number before we wrap it up? Thanks Wizards of the Coast for raiding and getting a lot of eyeballs on the stream and hanging out. And I'm about to get to Twitch affiliate. I just need to stream one more day and I'll be there. But I think the main prime time passed, so we've only got two votes. Okay, well, let's do the random number generator right here to see who wins it. I'm gonna roll the die and then we'll see who gets it, because we've got 2 numbers so far, 11 and 8. So here we go. And the number is right there, a 15. So that means that both of you won it. Congrats, me from Finland and Mark. You both get an arena code. So let me mark that in my notes over here. So me from Finland, I don't believe you've been on the stream before, but you won. The way you can claim that is, let me switch over to this other viewer here. To claim that, you see down at the very bottom there, there's a Discord link, discord.gg/dptgvnu, capitalization matters. Join the Discord so that I have you on there, and then I'll send you an arena code. You won. Your 8 was close enough to the good number, and then you won that. And you too, Mark, so I'm going to mark that right there. I'm going to mark this, that this goes to Mark, and then so he'll have a mark on his mark. So thanks everyone for hanging out. Did some good gameplay, I think. I think we got some... I climbed the ladder up to platinum, so I hadn't gotten to platinum in a little bit. Just there's so many good players nowadays. So so we're gonna wrap up at that point. If people are interested in my cool merch, I put the link there. That's merch.streamelements.com/vmcampos. I stream every Saturday, 11 p.m. Pacific time, and random other times throughout the weeks, perhaps. And I've been featured by Wizards of the Coast. I got rated a moment ago. I've also been on the featured home page before, and gotten early access streamer events to War of the Spark Corset 2020, Throne of Eldraine, and Theros Beyond Death. I've gotten free product from Wizards of the Coast. Thank you for that. I got some Throne of Eldraine collector's boosters. And and I'm been accepted to the content creator program. So that's a little bit about myself. Thanks everyone for coming to hang out. Once again, me from Finland. Join the Discord down there so that I know who to give the code to. I see someone, regular Camilinese. Is that you, or is that your real name or something? I see you're typing right there. Okay, well, anyway, you joined there. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to wrap it up. This has been VM Campos. Thank you for hanging out. I'll be back again next week or throughout the whole week playing Magic Arena, giving stuff away, and thanking everyone for being here. See you next time.